Good morning, everybody. Thank you to join us for this important webinar. I want to start in order to introduce our company, our business. So Vivai Cooperativi Rauscedo, as you see in this slide, is located in the northeast of Italy between Venice and Udine, and is a very suitable environment in order to grow a very high quality grafted vines. Usually, Vivai Cooperativi Rauscedo produce more or less 100 million of grafted vine per year, and we are used to commercialize our product in Europe and worldwide in 37 different countries. So the market of Vivai Cooperativi Rauscedo is mostly in Italy, about 55% of our revenue and 45% abroad. We produce more or less every year more than 500 different clonal selection of the most important varieties, autochthonous and international one. And we manage more or less more than 4,500 hectares of mother block and nursery. About nursery, we grow usually 1,200 hectares per year. So here you can see our main facility where we have the office, and we produce and ship all our production. And in the second picture, you can see our mother block in Fossalon di Grado, a place near Grado and Trieste. 20 years ago, we decided to create this block in order to grow our science, so our mother block, in a specific country, in a specific place that is very far from other nursery, other vineyard, and other crop, in order to maintain the very high healthy status of the plant and avoid any contamination from bacteria, phytoplasmas, and other diseases. During our history, the cooperative was born in the 1933, so more or less we have 100 years of history, and we develop a lot of new techniques in order to reach the best quality in our product. As you can see in the picture in your right, you are able to see a new kind of grafting. Is called celerina, is a different graft union between scions and rootstocks. In this case, if we compare with the omega, that is maybe the most famous graft and also the most used graft in the nursery sector, you can see that with this kind of grafting, we are able to increase the contact surface between the scion and the rootstock, and so we are able to perform a very strong graft union, and in order to guarantee the best quality and the best result in the vineyard. These graphs show you the number of the plant that we sold in our history. So you can see that in the last 5, 6, 7 years, our average is about 65-70 million plants per year. And as I already told you, our market is mostly in Italy, 55%, and 45% abroad. Right now, VCR, as you know, is located in the northeast of Italy, but we have a lot of joint venture, partnership, or agreement all over the world. You can see in Spain with Agromiora. In France, we have our own business called VCR France. In Greece, with a partnership with Vitroellas. In New Zealand, we have an agreement with River Sun in order to share all our genetic properties and Riversun produce and sell our genetic property in New Zealand. The same happened in Australia with Chalmers Nursery, in South Africa with Bosman Adama, in Chile with Agromiora, and also in Nova Vine we have a joint venture. In California we have a joint venture with Nova Vine, and the last one in Canada with Upper Canada Growers. In this way, VCR is able to be present in all the country where grapevine are cultivated, and also to be present also where there are some restriction with the quarantine law. We usually produce all our clonal selection, all our variety in 9 different types of product. You can see from the left to the right the original 70, that is a more long rootstock in this plant in order to help farmer to replace some diet grafted vine. We have resistant variety, we have different production in pot, also 2 years old plant, big pot and ready pot, in order to help our customer to reduce the timing between the plantation and the production, in order to give them the opportunity to increase the marginality of their vineyard. And the last one is a premium product, and we perform the production of this premium grafted vine in greenhouse. First of all, we use thermotherapy both in scion and in rootstock. After that, the plant is growing in greenhouse in order to reduce the contamination from virus, the possible contamination from virus, insect, bacteria, and so on, but also in order to produce with the lower amount of input, both in terms of chemical compound and also nitrogen or other chemical product. In this slide, you can see our most famous clonal selection. As I already told you, we have performed more than 500 different clonal selection. We still growing because we are performing new clonal selection with different target and different goal, because right now the aim of the viticulture is different if we compare with 10, 15, 20 years ago. So we need to improve and to change the objectives of our clonal selection, and we are doing this. We have also invested a lot of money, time, and the resource in the creation of new resistant variety. You can see in this slide 14 variety performed from the University of Udine, and right now we have the exclusive license in order to multiply and sell this variety. The same happened also with 4 new rootstocks created by the University of Milan, and very suitable to improve the resilience of the viticulture against drought, salinity, limestone, and acidity. And during this webinar, my colleague and the professor from the University of Udine and IGA, and also for the University of Milan, we will explain you in a better way and more deeply detail the behavior and also the very helpful situation that both resistant variety and rootstock can give to viticulture all over the world. We are involved as VCR also in different projects in according to different crop, and this is the case of Helsenut. We have a project with Ferrero and the University of Piacenza in order to select new variety, new rootstocks, and also to try to perform a very union between different variety of hazelnut and Corylus colurna in order to increase the performance of the plant and reduce the cost of production. So in the next 3, 4, 5 years, VCR we will be able, with Ferrero and University of Piacenza, to release new variety, new rootstock, and new combination of grafting. The same approach we have in the almond project with Agromillora, where we are investing a lot of research and develop program in order to increase the production and also to reduce the cost of the production in the almond management. There are a lot of new variety, new rootstock, very suitable, and with the Agromillora we are doing our best in order to give to our customer best solutions. Since 2019, VCR built the new research center, and this is a very big investment for us in order to be sure in the next future to have all the data, all the scientists, all the institute all over the world that can help us to make something that now is just an idea or is just a scientific program to become this reality and to offer this project, this new solution to our winery, to our customers. In our research center, we perform a lot of different analyses in order to guarantee the healthy status of the plant, but also we have a lot of projects. We make microvinification. We perform between 700 and 900 different microvinification per year, and this is just to give to our clients the possibility to check the wine before to choose the clone or the variety. So a lot of customers have the possibility to forecast the wine that they want to produce and to decide the clone, the variety, the rootstock in according to the tasting that they can perform in our facility. So in order to try to summarize how is the goal and how is the meaning of Vivae Cooperativi Rauscedo, we want to reply to a question that can say how can wine nursery support viticulture as a whole. So we are involved, as I already told you, in the creation and of more performing rootstocks. We start this kind of project with the University of Milan. Now we have a HOUN program in order to create new rootstocks that can give to the viticulturist the possibility to use less input, to have a vineyard with a greater resilience, to reduce the cost of the production, but in the same time, this rootstock need to be able to guarantee the same quality and, of course, the territory safeguarding. Because right now, as you know, the viticulture is moving by the south to the north, and also some terroirs that maybe were very suitable in the last 20, 30, 50 years, right now are not the same. So if we want to avoid to leave this kind of terroir, this kind of environment, we need to change rootstock, and not just rootstock. We need also maybe to change variety. So we are focused in the creation of new resistant variety, in this case through the cross, the breeding, in order to increase the sustainability of the viticulture and also to reduce the input, especially the chemical compound. This is also a way in order to increase the biodiversity, because between the crossing, through the crossing, we create new variety. So we are able also to increase the biodiversity of the viticulture. But in the other hand, we are also involved in the creation of new variety, but through the new genomic techniques, so such as genome editing. In this case, we are not able to create new biodiversity, but we are able to preserve the agronomical and enological parameter of the most famous varieties. So we are able to change, maybe to activate or silence some genes that are already present in the genome, for example, of the Chardonnay, but in this case, we maintain the quality of the wine. So we are able to make the same wine that we performed before, but with a plant that is able to resist to the main diseases. We are also involved in some projects regarding artificial intelligence in order to improve the control, the management of the nursery, of the vineyard, to increase and to change the carbon footprinting of our business, and not just for our business, but also to give to our customer the opportunity to use some software, some artificial intelligent program that we are performing in our facility. The goal is more or less the same: to increase the sustainability, to increase marginality, and to reduce cost of production and input in agriculture. In a general point of view about our research and development program, we are involved in more than 23 different projects. We are also working in the identification of best techniques for virus eradication, for example, meristem and meristem tip culture or somatic embryogenesis. And we are focused not just only in the virus that are inside the European law, but also we want to extend this control and this control and this analysis also in other viruses in order to increase our healthy status of the plant. We are also involved in other breeding programs related to the creation of new table seedless grape variety. We are involved in different international and European projects in order to study also the behavior of different strains of powdery and downy mildew. Different projects that use dsRNA to control, for example, tracking diseases. And as I already told you, we want to increase the remote control of the nursery and the vineyard in order to prevent some problem related to the climate change and also to the reducing of input that European Commission has to all the viticulturists. So the challenges are very high for the next future, but Vivai Cooperative Rauscedo know to have all the knowledge and all the capacity and the partnership and cooperation able to give us the opportunity to offer the best solution in order to reach the best result in the next future. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any question at the end of the webinar, feel free to ask me whatever you want. Thank you.